Because we have done a lot of project for video surveillance network, so we see a lot of scenarios. For video surveillance network, normally you will have the fiber, right? For example, in a downtown area in the city, you have fiber. So we saw that people use the GPON technology for backhaul, use the GE SFP uplink for backhaul. Compared with different technology, we think the GPON technology is better to save the fibers because they can use the one fiber to split the fiber into different sites and concentrate all the traffic in one fiber. But if you use normal GSFP transceiver to send the traffic, which you have to use more fibers. Well, in some countries or in government project, probably dark fiber is not limited. It is a choice. But there's other scenarios more difficult. You don't have fiber. And then in that scenario, I saw that a lot of customers using 4G backhaul. And for 4G backhaul, we saw a lot of different solutions. For example, when you are deploying the video surveillance site in some area which you can access the 4G signal very well, you can use a normal Cat4 4G LTE router, which we have. The solution is very normal. But in some countries, if your 4G signal is too far away and is very weak, you probably have to consider Cat12 LTE to enlarge the traffic, to make sure the transmit of the traffic of the video surveillance back. There's also other way of thinking, like you see that we have see that there's way of using small cell 4G plus the 4G technology together to backhaul the traffic. For example, if you have somewhere that you don't have 4G technology, okay, but you want to deploy the video surveillance site very quickly in very high quantity, you can deploy 1, 2, or many 4G small cell site and give fiber for this 4G small cell site and use the 4G small cell to give the backhaul of all the sites. But in this scenario, you have to be careful that you have to calculate the 4G uplink bandwidth very well, because the site is a lot and the bottleneck is the traffic back to the fiber, right? I mean, not fiber. I mean the backhaul of the 4G wireless link. You have to be careful. And this is another way we saw it before. Now, also you can see that frequently right now we can see that 5G technologies they are using in different regions, especially in the developing countries. This is also normal because you can consider this is kind of like a 4G technology, same way, right? But there's other ways, other scenarios. For example, you want to deploy some video surveillance network in somewhere you don't have fiber, you don't have 4G signal. Well, it's quite common in developing countries. In this kind of scenario, there's many ways to do. Microwave obviously is one choice, but I don't think a microwave is very cost effective because the microwave link is very expensive, especially if it's the carrier level microwave link. So there's another way is using P2P technology, like the 6 gigahertz P2P technology, P2MP, and also some technologies using Wi-Fi bandwidth link for the P2P or P2MP technology. This is another way for the backhaul, but this has limitations because the distance is limited, right? Also, you have to use some unlicensed band, which the QoS sometimes is not guaranteed. Also, I saw some project from a government that they used satellite traffic to give the video surveillance backhaul, but that's not a best way because this is when you don't have any choice because using satellite is too expensive for the bandwidth. Another thing is the current satellite technology, the delay is a big problem because the traffic delay a lot, so it will affect the using experience of the video surveillance. But I believe that in the future, if the SpaceX technology is very popular, we can deploy the video surveillance everywhere. This is more or less what we saw before, and we did the project before for the video surveillance network backhaul. But you see that we are very, familiar with the network part also. So when you talk to us, we can help to design the whole network, combine with different technologies to give you the final solution.